Good afternoon. Here we are. For those of you who were in class, do let me know how you're feeling in a day after doing today's exercises. For those of you who missed it, these are not difficult exercises, but they definitely use muscles that are not used most of the time. So let's start. Here we go. Get a chair or your wall. We're just going to do a one-legged stand and practice and see if you could go 30 seconds without supporting yourself on anything, like a wall or a chair. You might be wobbly, that's okay. Woo! Whoa! Oops, I didn't do it. Keep standing. Keep standing. That's our goal, to get to 30 seconds unassisted. But while you're standing here, I want you to, the leg that's on the floor, bend that knee a little bit, and come back up. Now for this exercise, right now, I don't care if your leg's back here or where it is, but keep your body straight. Bend your knee, come back up. Bend your knee, come back up. Then go to the other side. You'll probably find that one side works a lot better than the other. Okay, here we go. Knee up. Hang out there, see if you can get them without touching the wall, without touching your chair. And then after you've done that for 10 seconds, bend your knee on your standing leg and come back up. Oh, ow. Bend your knee. Oops, there's a foot down. Bend your knee. Come back up. Oh, wow. I'm feeling that already. If you can, go up on your toes on that one foot. Oh, no, that's not happening. And down. Whew. Okay, there we go. All right, these next exercises are for your scapula. Those are your shoulder blades, your muscles back there. What we're working to do is to correct our posture. Correct posture is to have our middle of our ear over our shoulder. Most of us are running around like this or like this. We want to be straight in line. That's for loading your joints properly with all the weight. So put your ear back, shoulders back. And what we're going to do, this is standing scapular contractions. Bend your knees just a little bit, pull in your abdomen, stand up straight, crunch. Hands at your side, feet shoulder width apart, straight ahead. I want you to take your shoulders and pull them back down and together in the back. And you'll feel this in the inside of your arms, upper arms, and then push down towards your heels. Push, push, relax. Come back. Here we go again. Shoulders back and down. Press them together. Press towards the floor. Reach towards the floor. Hold. And back. Here we go again. Shoulders back, down, together. Feel that in that upper arm. Press towards the floor. Press, press, and back. Here we go again. Shoulder back. Press down. Press, press, press. Down and back. And come back to center. It's a good thing to do about 15 of those in a set. Or you can do a couple sets of 10. Take a little break in between and shake it off. Now we're going to be in the same position, feet straight ahead, and we're doing standing shoulder rolls. Again, head back, Even if it's uncomfortable, stick it back over your shoulder. Bend those knees, pull in your abdomen, stand up straight again. Whew. Now you're going to take your shoulders, lift them up, and roll them forward. And you may hear some crunching. And then as you roll them forward, reverse, come back, and roll them back. Come back to the middle position. Take your shoulders back, roll them forward. Oops, stand up straight, keep your head up, roll them back. Here I am from the front. Roll forward, roll back. Stretch good, hold. Roll forward, roll back. Make sure the movement is coming from your shoulder, not your upper arm. You want your arms to just follow where your shoulders are going, not the other way around. Forward, back. Forward, back. You may hear a lot of crunching, and that's totally okay. All right, now keep your feet again, shoulder width apart, straight forward. This is called standing overhead extension. I want you to lock your fingers. Down here, lock your elbows, and then just slowly look, reach out and up. Lock your arms straight and look straight up at your hands. Keep your elbows locked and just hold this position. Looking, stretching. Stretching, stretching, keep those arms straight, neck up, look up. This is not a position we're in very often, and honestly, our muscles love it. Hold, keep stretching, stretching. Hold that for about 30 seconds. Hold. Keep holding, keep looking. Then release. Now I'm going to change position because everything else we're going to be doing is on the floor. Okay, this is a hip flexor abdominal. I want you to lay on the floor, knees up, feet shoulder width apart. Place your fingers behind your head. And what we're going to do is lift both at the same time, our feet off the floor about 3 inches and our head off the floor. Keep your elbows out straight and look up to the ceiling while you do this. Here we go. Lift everything, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, down. Lift, 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 2, 3, 4, 5, down. It's recommended to do a couple sets of 15 of these. So there's that. Now let's move on. Our next exercise is called hook lying arm circles. And anytime I tell you guys hook lying, that just means you're lying either on the floor with your legs up, folded, with your feet out, or like this V on the floor. So this is called hook lying arm glides. And I'm going to face you for this one, because what you need to see are my arms. Okay, my feet are shoulder width apart, my knees are bent. Put your arms straight out, then raise your forearms into a 45-degree angle with your arms, your elbows, and make a W. Now what I want you to do is to lay there and then hold that position and then move that position above your head and touch your hands together, but keep your arms on the floor and your elbows. Then come back down into that W. Here we go, up. I keep scooting down to have room here. Into the W. As much as you can, you will feel probably a lot of pull right in through your muscle structure here and over here. And your arms probably will not be the same, what you're feeling. But keep your shoulders back, keep your elbows on the floor. Try to keep your forearms on the floor as you move forward. Up. Carefully. And back. Carefully. Up. And back. I was telling the class today that except for some extreme shoulder injuries, they are finding that movement in the shoulder for shoulder repair is much better than trying to isolate the shoulder and keep it still for healing. And you know, for the most part, healing's like that anywhere. You got to keep moving that body part, except again in isolated cases. Arms up, come back. Arms up, keep them flat, come back. Do 15 of those, and that's probably enough of that exercise at this moment for us. All right, next exercise is called hook-lying isolated hip flexor lifts. It's got a much longer name than the simplicity of the exercise. However, this exercise, although it's simple, you will feel this. So here we go. We're lying down again. I'll turn this way so you can see a little better. Well, maybe not. Lay your arms out at a 45-degree angle. Be comfortable. The trick here is to focus on keeping your shoulders, your head, and your back relaxed. All I want you to do is to just raise, let's start with the right foot, up 3 inches off the ground and down. 20 of those. 2, 3, 4. And you're going to think, what the heck? There's nothing to this. Why are we even doing this simple exercise? Well, that's what your head's thinking when we're on like number 5, 6, 7. But by the time you get to 20, you'll be glad it's done. This simple little movement requires more out of our hips than what we're used to. We can get other parts of our body to move these legs and feet. We can get our back to swing into position, and then we wonder why we have a low back, because the low back is lumbering and doing all the work. We can cause our knee to lift the leg up rather than our hip, and that causes its own problems. Just laying here, totally relaxed. Check your relaxation. Move that leg and foot 3 inches. That's it. Remind yourself to relax your upper body and those shoulders. Okay, I've lost count, but you guys do 20. Here we go. Now do the other leg. Relax that upper body. Just so you know, when I say those things, it's usually because I need to do the relaxing. When I started this exercise, I thought, oh man, one side feels so different than the other. But you know what? By the time I was done, both sides were equally tired. And if you feel that, that's because your other body parts, other muscles have been compensating for your hips, and your hips have not been doing their job. And that's why this seems like after 20 lifts, it's pretty tough. The recommendation is to do 3 sets of these 20s. I'm not anywhere close to being ready to do 3 of these, just so you know. It's okay. But in a week or 2, I better be able to do at least 2 of them. And so should you. Okay. Now from there, just stretch out on the floor for a minute. Oh, there you go. Now I don't have one of those blocks with me in the room here that we had at the exercise shop today. But put a block or a pillow back here. Put your knees back up again. Bring your hands in front of you. Lock your elbows. Keep your elbows locked. Move your hands down and press against a pillow or a block or the floor, whatever you have, for 5 seconds. Release and come back up to center. Here we go again. Elbows straight. Press into your pillow or your block. You actually better get a better press if you're doing a pillow or a block than you do the floor. Come back. I should have thought of that before I started. Sorry, guys. Press. Hold. Press harder. Come back. Back again. Press. 2, 3. Press harder. Press. 4. Press. Come back to center. Do 3 sets of 10 if you can. All right, here's another little one we're going to do. This is our last exercise of the day. This is called hook lying one knee raise. Again, it seems so ridiculously simple. Lie on the floor, 45-degree angles with your legs. I'm going to move back here so you can see my knees. Put an arm under your head for comfort. Put this arm wherever you want it. It doesn't matter. Check your 45-degree angle on your legs. My left knee is on the top, so that's what I'm going to start with. I'm simply going to raise it. Keep your feet together. Raise your knee like 3 inches away from the other one and down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Keep your head relaxed. Keep your upper body relaxed. This is just a conversation between your knee and your hip. And honestly, knees and hips don't have very good relationships, but they need to. So just let them have that conversation and you stay relaxed. 20 of those. You'll find that this is pulling probably through your hip here, down in your leg here, maybe even up farther into your buttocks. That's because these muscles that we're using for this simple exercise are almost forgotten muscles. These are the muscles you need if you step off of a curb funny or a sideways step. These muscles have got to be pulled back into action at a split-second notice. And to do that, they have to come alive. And that's why you're feeling this, because these are muscles we don't use much anymore. Now, a kid uses them every day, all day long, jumping and scooting and all the things that kids do. But as we age, we find reasons not to use our muscles. Okay, 20 of those. Let's pretend, I don't know, I lost count. Flip over, here we go. Again, make sure you're at a right angle, everything's right angle. Head behind, relax. Here we go. Oh my gosh, after doing this one this week and in class this morning, this one is rebelling. It does not want to move. This is quite hilarious, people. So guess what leg needs the most work? You guessed it, this one. Ow. Yeah, when I was done working with this exercise over the week, my lower back even bothered me. And it's just because of the compensation. I've been apparently using my lower back muscles to do these things rather than more of the hip muscles. And that'll give you a sore back. If you have a sore lower back, it's pretty much because your back muscles have been doing the job for something else that is no longer working or doesn't think you need it anymore. Okay, after 20 of those, when you end these exercises, we always want to do something that brings balance to everything, because we are working on the left and we're working on the right. So this very simple exercise is called the Superman. You guys are going to get tired of me doing this one, but I think it's one of the best to end our exercises with. Stretch out, lift your hands and your feet off the floor at the same time, and hold. Hold, hold, down. Oh, that puts your hips, your pelvis area into good position, not off to the right, not off to the left, not up, not down. It causes your glutes to work, shoulders to work, everything at once. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. And then while you're in this position, just scoot your elbows back and do what we call the elbows, cobra on elbows. Stretch that back up, push it back with your elbows, look up to the ceiling, press, 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 press. Breathe, hold, press. Release. Good job, everybody. See you next week.